Let's go over how to set up our papers for our Notan design project. This is an example of a finished project that uses black and a color. And in this example, it is black with purple, but you're going to have some other color choices. First, you're going to pick either black or white for a large piece of paper for your project. In this example, that was the black paper. So you can choose either white or black. Then you're going to need to choose a second color and a smaller piece of paper. You're going to need to choose a second color for your design, and that could be either black or white or a color. Let's say I wanted to do a black and white design. So I would have my large piece of white paper, black paper, and then you'll need 2 rectangles in those colors to cut your Notan designs out of. So for this color setup, you'll need a small white rectangle and a small black rectangle. Now let's see what it would look like if you were creating one with a color in black or white. So let's say I want to use blue and black. I'm going to pick the large piece of paper in black, and then the regular size paper in blue, and then I'll need my 2 small rectangles in those colors. One that matches the blue to go on the black part of my paper, and one that matches the black for the blue part of my paper. So basically you will need 4 pieces of paper for this project in 2 colors. You can choose to use a color in black or white, or you can do your design in black and white. Now let's see how to set up our paper before we begin drawing and cutting. First, we're going to pick our large piece of paper, write our name on the back and our class code. Then I'm going to fold this paper in half hamburger style. That means taking the 2 shorter sides and folding it together. And then I'm going to do a little bit of gluing. I'm going to glue my regular sized paper down on one side. It doesn't matter which side of your paper. This will end up being where your design is in black for this example. I'm going to use a glue stick and glue all around the edges here. I want to make sure that this paper stays in place and nothing comes up. So make sure you go all the way around the edges and even put a little bit of glue into the middle. Then I'm just pressing my paper down and making sure that it stays in place. I may need to add a little bit more glue on these corners. Remember to roll down your glue stick and put the cap on. You will also have a plastic bag to keep any of your cut up pieces in while you're working on this project. So let's say it's time to clean up now. I'm gonna put my smaller pieces in the bag so everything stays together. I can't wait to see how your Notan designs turn out.